Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's live. Lulu, you want a treat? Come on up. So today we are going to be talking about my beauty regimen and reselling and all that fun stuff. So I didn't prepare any questions this week. So if anybody wants to ask a question, feel free to shoot them into the comments and we can chat. But a couple things that I wanted to share with you was two of the things that have been really helping me out this week with WW. So I started WW just two weeks ago. Tomorrow is going to be my my third weigh-in. So I had my first week, the second week I lost 2 pounds, and then this week, and it's going well so far. And people seem to be interested in the topic, so I figured I would chat about it today. So a couple things that I've been doing daily. Hi, Amber. How are you? Happy that you're here today. I have Lulu here, and she is grabbing some treats while I chat. So what was I saying? Oh, I've been really focusing on some of the 0 point foods because I am not like a light eater. So whenever I can eat something in bulk, it makes me really happy. Hey, Courtney, thanks so much for being here. Hi, Yaylee. How are you? Welcome. So a couple things that I've been doing is making smoothies almost every day. And I feel I've been wanting to create a reel on how I make my smoothies, but I've been filling an entire blender with kale, fresh kale. And it's really beefy, it's pretty hearty green. And on Weight Watchers now, for every cup of leafy greens you eat, you actually get, hi Lisa, how are you? Hi, the Cozy Shire and Terry, welcome. So happy you guys are here. Every time you eat a cup of leafy greens on WW, you actually earn a point. So I put 3 cups in my smoothie, and then I do 2 cups of some sort of a frozen fruit. Blueberries are high in antioxidants, so those are good. Cherries are really good. Frozen cherries give it a little tang. And then I do a banana and a seltzer water and about a half a cup to a cup of like 30-calorie almond milk, depending. But that is so good. And it gives me 3 servings of vegetables. All the fruits are 0 points. So this time of day, between like 3 and 5. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Oh my gosh, Teresa, so nice of you to be here. So this is the time that I usually get like the hungry horrors, usually when the kids would get home from school and they'd have nachos or chips or heat up pizza or whatever. That's when I would snack. So this is the time of day that I usually do a treat. I usually do a smoothie. Today I did a cappuccino. Actually just got home from thrifting at Savers. Hi, Nifty Nate, 2015. Welcome. So the smoothies have been fantastic, 0 points for me. And then I posted about Palmini in my on my Instagram story, because this was the first time I had ever tried these. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried Palmini. It reminds me of spaghetti squash, but it is 0 points, 20 calories. And I made this with sauce, and it was so delicious with a little Parmesan cheese. I think they make a rice. Hi, Raquel and Melissa and Ashley, Novella. Oh, so nice. Oh gosh, NVIDIA Salon is calling me. Why? Decline. I thought I had a nail appointment in a couple days. Anyways, this too, my husband picked these up. I think it's Stop and Shop. Is that a national chain or is that a New England thing? Nutririca's Carb Watch, high fiber. These are 2-point tortillas, and I actually warmed them up with no oil. I just put them in a fry pan just to heat them up and get them warm. And then I've been using boar's head turkey inside with mustard to make a sandwich. This is what I just posted on Instagram. I fold it in half and then I cut it in half. So I have 2 little triangles, and each triangle is a point. And it's a nice sandwich. I sliced it up with a bunch of cucumbers, and then I'll do like a Weight Watchers 2-point like bag of chips or snacks or something. So delicious. I'm finding that as I get older and the kids aren't around and my life is a little bit more boring, it's easier for me to stay on track because the kids aren't ordering pizza or getting takeout or McDonald's or whatever. So when my life is boring, WW seems to fit in pretty well. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see everybody here. Theo, what is palmini? A pasta substitute? Yes, it's hearts of palm. Hearts of palm is what it is. Let me just see. Ingredients: sliced hearts of palm, water, natural sea salt, and citric acid. They also make lasagna noodles like substitute. So this line is really amazing. And I had it with half a cup. I love Rayo sauce. I mean, I shouldn't, any of my Italian relatives on the chat who might be here. Hi, Keegan. How are you? Would die if they knew I had some jarred sauce in my cabinet, but in my cupboard, but I actually do. We make sauce and meatballs, of course, but sometimes Rayo sauce, I love it, but I think it has some sugar in it. So I think half a cup of Rayo's is 3 points. But then if I do that with this entire pouch, the cool thing about this too, is that it's ready to eat right out of the pouch. It says that you can boil it. I saute it with onions and a little bit of olive oil. I tossed some diced zucchini in with this too, just to beef it up a little bit. You can put whatever vegetables you want with it. And the texture really stays, the texture of it is the best I've ever had. Like I've had zoodles where I do it with zucchini, that kind of falls apart and gets watery really easily. I think spaghetti squash is great. It's just a hell of a lot of work to make spaghetti squash, like the scraping and then you boil it. This is like plop it right into you have to get the water out first. Anyways, I'm going to be placing a Thrive order and I'm going to order a bunch more of these. I want my mom to try it because she's doing WW with me. Hello, beautiful Lisette. Welcome. Hi, Kim. How are you? Happy hump day. Novella. I tried palmini for the first time at Trader Joe's. It was pretty good. Do they have their own version, Novella, or is it the actual palmini brand? This is like $3.79, I would say, for a pouch of this. It says 3 servings, but look at each serving is 20 calories and 0 points. 20 calories. So this whole bag is 60. I don't know. This was just one of those moments where I'm like, this is fantastic because we do have a lot of pasta around here. And so if I make sauce or whatever, and the boys are having gnocchi or rigatoni or whatever they're having, I could just saute this. And it really like kind of, especially with the Parmesan cheese and the crushed red pepper. So good. I could talk about food all day long. Oh, it's their own version, you said. All right, I'll have to try that. Thank you for that. I have not been to Trader Joe's much for since I started Weight Watchers. When I come home from Weight Watchers, there's an Aldi on my way home, so that's where I stopped the first week, and then I've been doing some online shopping as well. We have some new people in the chat. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Yes, so those are a few things that I've been having. And truthfully, the WW snacks have been wonderful. Although the 2-point bars, those go pretty quickly, even though they're super tasty. Quest bars, if you do the peanut butter Quest bar, they're only 3 points and they're super chewy. It's like a little work to eat it. And then the cookie one, the cookie dough one is 4 points. So those take a lot longer to eat. I'll usually take those with me if I go thrifting. I'll take those. Hard-boiled eggs are 0 points. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Francis. Thank you. I washed my hair today. That might be why it looks okay. I filmed a little bit. So this morning I had an eyeglass appointment. I haven't had new glasses in like probably 8 years. And I really only wear them to bed. I like how I look in glasses. I just associate my glasses with sleep. So when my glasses are on, I feel like I'm just tired. Like I just can't, it's like I just have to, I don't know. Anyways, but so I've dragged my feet on getting new glasses forever. So I just went and I had an 11:15 eyeglass appointment. We had to try I had to go outside to try the glasses on because it's a health facility. Well, it's considered healthcare because eyeglasses and doctors, so you still have to wear your mask. They lifted the mask mandate in Massachusetts. They voted last night in the school board and they voted for just the high school where the kids can be vaccinated. Our school district is like 92% vaccinated already and boosted and all that stuff. But my son Rocco is going to go to school for the first time without a mask since March 17th. That was March 15th was their last day of school 2020. I want to cry for them. I'm so happy for them. And Rocco got back from Costa Rica last night, safe and sound. He had such a great trip. So we listened to all of his adventures. When he got home, he had so many beautiful videos and stories to share. And he's like, no offense, guys. Like, I like vacation with you, but there's nothing like traveling with your friends. Like, no offense taken, Rocco. You're almost 18. I don't expect you to enjoy vacationing with your parents as much as with friends. Mixed Trends 12. Hi. I'm so glad you like the second channel. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with it yet. I am. I wasn't at all thinking I was going to talk about WW as much as I am, but there just seems to be so much interest around it. And you guys help me so much. Like, knowing I'm going to hop on a live and talk about how I've been doing is really motivating for me. So thank you. I've actually been considering moving the live to Thursdays so that I can talk to you after I leave WW, because I go in the morning my weigh-in is between like 9:30 and 10 o'clock, and it's about a half hour away. And then I come home. So on Wednesdays, there's all this anticipation, like, did I do well this week? Am I going to lose weight? How'd I do? And then I have to wait a week to talk to you again. So I might do it on Thursdays. Would Thursdays work for you guys? Give me a thumbs up if you think, well, not a thumbs up, but like in the comments, like, let me know if Thursdays would also work for you. And I also pushed it back an hour. Today, I'm just messing around with the times. Last week I did 2 o'clock, this week 3, but I'm concerned as the sun comes down, it's going to hit me right in the face in about 15 minutes, but I'll have to talk fast. So praise Jesus. Yes. Keegan knows that every time my kids fly, my mom is like, thank you, Jesus, or thank you, Lord. And she's just very she's very excitable about it. So that's like that's what I share with my friends when my kids arrive. Our masks are still necessary in the schools here in Springfield. Lisette, they just voted on it here last night, since Lisette and I are both in Massachusetts. Since they made the announcement for the state, but it was brought to the school board, and it wasn't, not all people were in favor of it, but that is what they decided, that as of Monday, the high school students, just the high school kids. But yeah, I know it's been a struggle, but yeah. So when I was trying, this is what happens with lives. I go in a million directions. When I was trying on glasses, I had to go outside, and it was 44 degrees, which actually isn't bad for this time of year here. Really sunny. It's beautiful out. But I went outside. They had a full length mirror, 2 chairs, a table, and a handheld mirror. I'm trying it on, and I'm trying to like message my friends, and my hair's blowing everywhere. And I'm like, do you guys like these glasses? And I'm trying on all these different frames. But anyways, I found a pair. They're going to be ready like tomorrow, the next day. I'm pretty excited about that. All right. I don't want to get too far behind in the chats here. Thursday's work for you. Thank you. I'm giving WW another try after you started. Oh, good. That's great. We can do this together. I think it's really motivating to talk to other people. I've decided, I mean, I know this about myself anyways. I'm a pretty social person, but when it comes to exercise and any sort of weight loss journey or whatever you want to call it, diet, lifestyle, it really helps for me to have a friend. It really, really does. And my mom is my friend for WW, and she's so consistent. So she's been great. She's always sending me recipes, and it's fantastic. She did a turkey chili this week with carrots, and the carrots made it a little sweet. It was really delicious. I love chili, and beans are 0 points for me. So you fill out a personal, hold on. You fill out a little personal like questionnaire, and then as a result of that, you will get 0 point foods. So for me, my 0 point foods are, and I retook the test after last week because I had been signed on for WW digital version, but I was under the old program where it was like, you're either blue, purple, or green. And they changed that system, I guess, in November. And I just have been basically giving a donation to WW every month and not like really checking in on the app and figuring out the system. So now it's like a personal system. You fill out a questionnaire, and it allows you certain 0 point foods that are more tailored to how you like to eat. So my 0 point foods are beans and legumes. Eggs are 0 points, which is great. I like hard-boiled eggs in the morning. My treat, my cheat food, it feels like cheat, is oatmeal, because I love oatmeal, excuse me, and popcorn. So air pop popcorn. That's another snack that I've been loving. And I just put it in like this little silicone thing. I feel like I talked about this last week, maybe, I don't know. And then it's just dry popcorn. And I spray, like, I can't believe it's not butter, or I have like an olive oil spritz with, again, little Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper. Yum, yum, yum. Not many points. All right, let's check out new comments here. Thursday works anytime between 2 and 4. Awesome, Kim. That's great. Thursdays are good for the cozy shire as long as it's during nap time. I'll try. I will try. I'm watching from my 9 to 5, which is actually until 3:30. So I will miss much of the live. Oh, Yaley, well, I'm happy you were able to jump in for a short time. You can catch it on the replay. So yeah, I noticed last week's live, a lot of people wrote in the comments that they missed the live, but then they were able to watch it later. So I really appreciate that when people come back to watch. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's just what you said. I'll catch the rest on replay. Great. I grew up in Leominster, now live in Florida. I love watching your videos when you show the scenery because it brings back so many memories. I grew up very close to Leominster. So wow, that's great. That's great. And that is close to also where some of the where the WW is. I still like to travel with my school friends. I'm on a trip now to Virginia with 2 high school friends, and we're 75, girl trip, no husbands. And that is fantastic. That is so much fun. I know there's nothing like a girls trip, right? So much fun. Yeah, I have a feeling this was the beginning of many trips for Rocco, and he is my homebody. So this was really a big deal for him to go, and it was canceled last year. And my daughter, unfortunately, graduated in 2020. So she was supposed to go to Italy, and she never got her trip. Yay for Meme. Ooh, Andrew makes a mean turkey chili. Yeah, I do love chili. Hey, Laura, welcome. I'm so happy you're here, Miss Laura. Hi, David. How you doing? It's nice to see everybody. Oh, I'm a little bit behind. So glad I finally made the live. Lauren, I am happy you're here as well. Hello from Texas. Hi, Kimberly. And yeah, so great. So all right. So somebody asked in one of my one of the questions somewhere. Somebody asked about my skincare, which is not anything to write home about, to be quite honest with you. But does anybody have any questions before I go on? I have my basket of what I wear. I want to do. Does anybody follow Bailey Sarian, Murder Mystery Makeup Monday by chance? Anybody? She's so great. She has a theme song. She starts every video with no makeup, and then she's like a makeup artist, and she puts her makeup on and she tells like a true crime story while she puts her makeup on, and she has a theme song. She's just amazing. So I thought it would be fun one day. I'm not ready for it yet. I don't know if I would do it live, but maybe to put my makeup on and go through it. My friend Hope from Racks to Riches Resale is really good with makeup, so I feel like I would need her here for a tutorial. Alex, you watch her little theme song when she's like shana sha shana sha shana sha sha shana sha. I love her so much. Bailey Sarian is the best. So I thought I could do a little nod to Bailey one day and put makeup on and maybe talk about reselling Weight Watchers. I don't know. I don't know yet. But anyways, if anybody doesn't have any questions, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do in the morning. And as I was going through all my stuff, I realized that much like I was saying this with my girlfriends earlier today, I said, I feel like my makeup and my skincare routine is a lot like how I dress. Like, I feel like I mix things. Like I'll have one of my handbags that is costly, and I'll be wearing that. And then my entire outfit will be like from the bins, head to toe, everything. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly mixing high and low stuff. Maybe because, who can do all bougie stuff all the time? So like you pick your things that are really important to you, that are like a little bougie and high end, and then you mix things in. So I have through the years just kind of stuck to certain things. So CeraVe, does anybody use CeraVe? This is all I use to wash my face. I used to use an Aveda cleanser, which I really liked Aveda as well, but this is just so good and inexpensive. Hi, Tracy and Emmeline. Welcome. Alex, you watch Bailey. Isn't she great? I want everyone to watch Bailey Sarian and let me know what you think of her. She's so much fun. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? And Veronica from New Mexico. I love it when people say where they're from. This is so much fun. So CeraVe in the morning. There's also a CeraVe moisturizer that I use, but I am bad. I've been talking a lot about sunscreen with my friends. Courtney, does this pass the test? This is 30 SPF. So I'm bad about sunscreen, fun fact, which is probably why I have so many wrinkles. But I use the sunscreen more in the summer. But I wear foundation every day. And I will say, so these are my, and then I have L'Oreal Revitalift. I actually don't do an expensive moisturizer. I think my moisturizer is whatever is like available at TJ Maxx. Does anybody else get their moisturizers from TJ Maxx? I just go through the aisle and whatever's like $6.99 or less, I grab. But CeraVe also makes the moisturizer. So this team right here, super inexpensive and really good. Okay, Courtney said, that is a good one. You just have to use the proper amount to get the right amount of SPF on the bottle with her little angel emoji. Yes, Courtney is really good about sunscreen and taking care of her skin, and I am not. But as I get older, I have to be. Like I have to change my ways. The other thing that I vowed I was going to do when I turned 40, and it's been 8 years, and I'm still not there yet, is take off my makeup every single night and put moisturizer on. Is anybody else guilty of sleeping with their makeup? Because I certainly am. My very favorite thing is the micellar, though. I use the, am I saying that right? Micellar. I struggle like getting the comments up and off. All right, Courtney, you're going to stay for a little bit because my little hide button went away. What happened? Okay. Anyway, I use the micellar to get all my makeup off. Kim is guilty as well. There we go. Oh, Dove moisturizer. That is great. Dove is like a classic. Okay, I want to talk, Lauren, about Ordinary. That's something in my bag of tricks here. So my kids told me about Ordinary because they follow some makeup. I think he's a guy on YouTube who does all sorts of skincare recommendations that are affordable. I want to make sure here. So this is what I use for my serum. My daughter told me to get this. It's hyaluronic acid, 2% B5. This is like what, Lauren, $9 or $12 for Ordinary? If I remember after the live, I'll try to link some of these things in the description. But yeah, the Ordinary is really nice. And I was just saying, so this is my high-end stuff. This is like, I want to say this is $60 a bottle. And I buy 3 of them every year on Black Friday at Aveda. The Tulasara Firm. This smells so good. But my beef with this is the design of this bottle. When the serum gets down to the end, you can see the little thing inside like curves. And I'm always like turning the bottle. Like there's always stuff left in there and I can't get in there to get the end of it. So I've been using this and I supplement the Aveda with the Ordinary. And this has been a nice little combo. And I'm finding that the Ordinary actually goes on a little bit smoother. So I think I'm going to, look, I'm almost out of this. I'm going to replenish this before I get more of this. I have 2 more bottles of this, but I ration it out throughout the year so I don't use it too quickly. So you're saying, Lauren, that the Ordinary also makes a good moisturizer. I bet if their moisturizer is anything like their serum, I have a feeling I would really like it. Oh, we have somebody from the Back Bay. Hi, Kimberly. I wish I was in the Back Bay right now. And who else do we have here? 21. Oh yeah, my 21-year-old sister told me about it. I thank God for people under the age of 21 to like help me with this stuff for sure. So those are my kind of high-low serums. Okay, now foundation. I'm all over the place with foundation too. I kind of just, what did Tracy say here? Why can't everything just come in a tube? I know this really bothers me. Like I am not the type of person to ever like write a bad review or anything like that. But for what you pay for this, it's a cute little bottle. But I mean, or you should be able to I guess I can twist. I guess I can twist the top off, but it's just a pain. It's just a pain. Yeah, if it came in a tube, it would be nice. My family chat is blowing up right now. I don't know. My daughter has plans for spring break, but not until Monday. So she's thinking about getting a ride home on Thursday night with a friend who lives in the next town over. And she wants to know if I can drive her to the Poconos on Monday, which I will, because I haven't seen her since Christmas. So I thought if I drove her to the Poconos, maybe we'd spend the night the night before I bring her, and then I'll just thrift the whole way home. It's like 4.5 hours from here, which is not insignificant, but I know I'm going to end up doing it, but they're talking in the chat, so they might be making plans without me. Try Drunk Elephant moisturizer. That came up in conversation today too. Drunk Elephant. I'm hearing about these things for the first time. Where have you all found the Ordinary moisturizer? I got my serum at Ulta or Sephora. I'm pretty sure Ulta. I did a big Ulta order on Black Friday, and I think that's where I got it. Did I miss anything? When I get down to the end of the bottle, I cut to the bottom. You can tell many of us in this chat are thrifters and like bargain hunters because we don't mess around. We want the best that we can get. Poconos. That's only in the movies, right? Like the honeymoon of the 50s and 60s. Did anybody watch Mad Men? Because they went to the Poconos in an episode of Mad Men. Who loves John Hamm? I know I do. I loved Mad Men. So sad when it wrapped up. Yeah, the Ordinary can be found at Ulta online. Everybody's saying Ulta. So yeah, you're welcome, Theo. So this is just, I don't even know if I should show the low end because it changes all the time. This happens to be Revlon Foundation 20. I don't even know. I probably got this like at Ocean State Job Lot. Anybody from Massachusetts? It's like a closeout place. If I go like this and it seems, this looks like a summer color for me. It's a little bit darker, but again, I blame Hope for this. She introduced me to the best foundation I've ever used. I'm going to apologize in advance because it's over $100 for this foundation, but it is like caviar for your face, as Hope puts it. And I agree. And she's horrified by the fact that I put it on with my hands because she thinks I'm wasting it, but it's called La Mer. And this is just, oh my goodness, this is just so beautiful. The Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation, broad spectrum, Courtney, SPF 20. I have 20 here. That's about as good as it's going to get until summer, my 20. But I guess this combo would be really good. Lorraine said, I just got on, start over. We'll just go right back to the beginning. Oh my gosh, Molly Bird. Molly, I swear we were like separated at birth. Molly and I have similar opinions on so many things. I loved Mad Men. I loved the fashion on Mad Men. I loved John Hamm. I loved the actresses. Who's the woman who ended up doing the one with the red capes? The secretary. Oh gosh, somebody help me out here. Love him in Mad Men. Used to live in PA and my in-laws had a cabin in the Poconos. That's fantastic. Yes, kindred spirits. So yes, this is a crazy good foundation, but yeah, I love that. What else? What else? Oh, wait a second. My friend was messaging me and I could hear her on the phone. Okay, I'm going to derail my makeup stuff for just a second to talk about this. Has anybody ever heard of the Fascia Blaster? And this is like a controversial thing where you rub your skin and it's supposed to break up the fascia and like smooth out your skin. It's pretty controversial because a lot of people they have like a bigger version of this that people use like on their belly and all these crazy things. The woman who designed this like basically healed herself by rubbing on her legs. I can't remember what she had, the founder of this. Her name is Ashley something. I'm the worst. But this is called a Fascia Blaster. And this one I use on my face, like here and on my neck. And I swear, so it's supposed to just break up the fascia and then heal your skin without any sort of invasive stuff. I always say, like, as I get older, it's going to be Botox or bangs because my wrinkles are getting pretty bad here. I've never had any sort of injection, anything ever. But this I've been using right here. And you know, the 11s that get like really hardcore there, I swear this has like loosened it up. I use this in the shower. You're supposed to use it when your skin is hot. Also, all these wrinkles around here. I do this. I go here because this really drives me crazy as I get older. So this is one of the things that I've been using a lot, and I swear it works. You can also like try to define your cheekbones. You do it when your skin is hot. So like if you exercise, or in my case, when you go in the shower for the first 10 minutes and you're all warmed up, I bring it into the shower with me, and I'll wash my face with the CeraVe, or I'll put the CeraVe right on there, because you want something that's going to be easy for the claws to like glide over, and your skin has to be clean. This has to be clean. So this has been a real cool little thing for me that I love to use, but you have to be careful when you use it. Some Ashley Black. Thank you, Gail. Okay. Ashley Black. I have the Face Blaster too. Need to use mine more. I'm so happy there's somebody in the chat, because I'm thinking a lot of people might think I'm crazy. This is the Face Blaster. So they have different sizes depending on what you want to work on your body. But I swear, like if you listen to Ashley talk, her TED Talk is fascinating to me. So, oh no, how late am I? 30 minutes. It's okay. We're still going strong. As long as the sun's not in my face, we're going to keep chatting, Nita. Thank you for being here. So I probably do this every 5 days. I keep it in the shower like 2 minutes, whatever. You can also go under here and like try to like define your cheekbones a little bit. I'm telling you, this has been really fun. There's a woman in her 60s, I believe, that does a tutorial online. And she was saying that she kind of goes back here. Supposedly this works for people who have migraine headaches. They can like really get onto their scalp. I mean, you might think it's like crazy stuff, but this is part of my skincare, and I really, really believe in it. I think it's fantastic. So you could do a test if you wanted. Like you could do half of your face and see if you see a difference, or if you get the larger Fascia Blaster. Like I have the one for my legs too, and I swear to God, it's a workout just like moving that thing. But what happens is when you move over the skin and you get through the fascia, sometimes it causes bruising. And some people, like with anything, go too far, and they show images on the internet of like their torso just completely bruised, and it gave it some pretty bad press. So with anything, you have to be careful. You have to read the instructions. You have to maybe talk to your doctor if you're concerned. But anyways, I think this tool is so awesome. I love my little Face Blaster. Lisa loves it too. I love Ashley Black. Yes. She has like heating oil that you can use as well. I don't know, Terry. Tracy's here. Have you ever tried New Face Microcurrent Facial Toner? No, I never remember to use it. It's just a toner, Tracy? I haven't. You know what? I actually stopped using a toner when I started using the micellar so regularly, because that just it takes my eye makeup off. It cleans things. I'm so lazy with that bottle. That is like, so I probably should introduce a toner back in. Yeah. I don't think Tommy's here. I think once we started talking about skincare and foundation, he was like, I'm out of here. Thank you, Tommy, if you're listening somewhere, for joining us. Anyways, that is really fun too. You know what I really need recommendations for is eyeliner, because pencils hate me. Anything that I have to sharpen is difficult for me, because I always lose my sharpener, or the sharpener doesn't fit, or whatever. Francis, you have no idea how jealous I am of your new espresso maker. I love a good soy cappuccino and not willing to spend $7 at Starbucks. Okay, I know the espresso machine was really expensive. And nobody has to, there are so many espresso machines out there that made me think I want to sip here. I know, $7 for lattes and cappuccinos. If you get like a Venti at Starbucks, sorry, my brain. Yeah, it does really add up. In fact, on principle today, I left Savers, and it's right across the street from a Dunkin' Donuts, and it is ritual for me the second I leave Savers to go through that drive-through and get a coffee for the ride home. And it's just like, oh, I'm so happy. I just thrifted. All the endorphins are going. I get my coffee and I just drive home, and I listen to something on YouTube, or I chat with friends or whatever. And I said, just go home and make yourself a cappuccino. And Dunkin's isn't crazy expensive, but it adds up. And if I thrift 3 days a week, then I'm getting coffees 3 days a week. So I think what I'm trying to say, Francis, is maybe in the long term, it will actually save you money. So that's my plug for the fun espresso machine. What I love about it, and what I say in one of my previous videos, I do a review on the Terra Cafe, TerraKaffe, which I'd never ever heard of until I Googled automatic espresso machines, and I started watching all these videos on different ones. And that was the one that I kind of landed on. And it does everything for you. It grounds the beans, it froths the milk, it does the shot. Like it pops out the grounds when you're done. Like it does everything. You press the button. It's really been nice. So, but it was an investment. Try Thrive for mascara and liquid liner mascara. It's a liquid liner mascara. It's amazing. Thrive, like Thrive, where you order food, the online company. Are you talking about their own brand? They make a mascara. Liquid liner I've tried before. I have liquid liner, but sometimes I feel like it looks a little harsh on me. I don't know. But yeah, the pencils drive me crazy because inevitably, and then when it gets down low, you're like scraping your eyelid because it needs a sharpening. So yeah, thank you. I'll have to check that out. My husband and I are coffee snobs, so we're thrilled when he was able to choose a Breville for his 25th work. Oh, that's fantastic. What a nice gift. So many companies, I think, for like anniversaries, they give kind of lame gifts. That's a really amazing gift. A Breville. I looked at the Breville. It was wonderful. I actually think the Breville was a little bit more expensive than mine. I mean, there are all different levels and cost price points. But, oh no, it's a different company. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure about that. So yeah, coffee, skincare, all that fun stuff. How many people here are also thrifters? I mean, I'm assuming that everybody who comes to these chats are from my main channel. So I assume we're all into reselling. The NYX, is that how you say it? My friend Laura, who was in the chat earlier, I think it was this same brand that she swears by, the NYX concealer as well. You do have to sharpen it, but it's like a gel, very smooth. All right. I need good eyeliner recommendations. And I also get like the black under my eyes all the time. So, all right, you guys are so helpful. This is exactly how I kind of envision these lives, because there's so much sharing that goes on. And I feel like when I'm just behind the camera, it's just me. And there's just so much more I get from other people. Tracy, Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner. Bonus, it's cheap. That's always a bonus. Physicians Formula is good too, but that's like drugstore. Yeah. I feel like I'm due to like go someplace and have somebody do my makeup. It's been so long. Oh, one of the other things that I use all the time, this has literally been, this is Benefit. This is probably 7 years old. I bought it to do a smoky eye, which you can see. Like I've never used the actual smoky eye. This is all I use right here. And I have this one little brush, and I just do it for my eyebrows, because it's like a wax. It's for your brows. So I just kind of do that to smooth on. I used to have like thick, like Brooke Shields eyebrows when I was younger. They were so full. And now they are just, I can't believe how sparse they are. The one bonus to getting old is I was somebody who had to wax my eyebrows like religiously, like every 3 weeks. And now there's no need, sadly, because I'm just old. Poshmark. Okay, we do have a lot of Poshmark resellers here. Hello, just got here. Hello, Poppy Little and Co. Angie. Angie, are you Angela or Angelina? I'm always curious because my girl's in Angelina, but we call her Angie. What does everybody do for dimply bat wings arms? Oh, Lorraine, I would try the Fascia Blaster. I'm not joking. I would try it because they're supposedly, I think when Ashley Black first released her Fascia Blaster, it became popular because like NBA basketball players' wives, I don't know if they were like Real Housewives or whatever, started using it for cellulite on the back of their legs. And I don't know if it's a temporary fix. I'm afraid to talk too much about it because I'm not a doctor and I really don't know all the details about it, but you might want to give it a try. I mean, I have that too. I don't know. I mean, for me, I've never had good arms, but the dimpling might soften a little bit with the Fascia Blaster. It takes some time, but you might like it. 6 kids, yes, a thrifter. Aw, thank you, Cindy. YouTube and Poshmark. I need to check out your YouTube channel. If you guys have YouTube channels and you want to just let people know, we can go check out your channel. Gloss and Sparkle, I know you comment a lot and I want to check out your channel. So please leave your channel in the chat and then we can support each other. All right. I know. Hi, Lisette. Oh my gosh, thriftaholic. I know. I am so happy to be thrifting. I went to Savers and to drop off the last of my donation stuff. And I've been to Savers. I've been thrifting, like I've thrifted 3 times, like as often as I can. But I've been going in and just getting 5 or 6 items. I used to be like a 15 to 20 item per trip kind of girl. And now I'm just like putting stuff away at the end of my thrift trips because I feel like it's great to just come home and be excited about stuff and just get it listed right away. And if it's not too much stuff, then I'm not so completely overwhelmed by it. So it's been fun to just go and to do like little trips. I'm nervous though, because I want to go to the Pit in Cambridge or I want to go to the Bins. And it's always hard to not come home with a lot from those places because it's so cheap. I have a new YouTube channel with mainly bins hauls. Oh, that's awesome, Francis. Leave your YouTube channel in the chat and then people can go check it out. If you guys want to support some other resellers and YouTubers, that would be so awesome to go subscribe. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Oh, well, we can take care of that. The Cozy Shire. I have a channel. I'm 2 away from 100 subscribers. We have 68 people in the chat right now. We can take care of that. Are you under the Cozy Shire? Is that your name on YouTube as well? Only moderators can put links. Oh, see, I'm so bad at lives. Just Gloss and Sparkle. Hope my I know, right? If anyone else does it. Why, did someone offer to do my makeup? I would love that. Lisette, are you a moderator here? I think I made you a moderator. Can I just make you a moderator now? I think there's a way to do it. But I think Lisette is a moderator and she might be able to include some of the links. And if she's not, I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, in Cozy Shire. So the Cozy Shire and Gloss and Sparkle. So just as their names are here in the chat. Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, New England Betty Boop did it. Thank you, Lisette. And then my channel is just my name, Frances Kleinsmith. I'm 3 away from 500. Oh my gosh, this is a big day. I am so excited. Congratulations. I swear to God, it's like those first milestones they're so important. They're so exciting when you hit every milestone is important. But congratulations. Okay. Oh, hi, Andrea. How are you? She subbed. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I love when we can do this too. I feel like there are so many new resellers on the scene and I have to just like hunker down. And I find that I watch resellers the most when I'm working in my studio, and my assistant Caitlin is on vacation for 2 weeks. So I am going to be just down in the basement and the space is so nice. I am so close to it being exactly as I want it. And I cannot wait to film and show everybody the progress down there. And just to be down there in the space, it's just so much nicer. I mentioned in my last video that I moved over 365 pieces of clothing from my basement. I sold 265 items in the month of February. A little over 100 of those were in mystery boxes. And then like 160 were like regular sales on Poshmark, eBay, and I had 2 on Facebook Marketplace. And then I donated or consigned 100. So, and then I had 3 more bags that went out. So it's even more than that. And it's just, it is such a difference down there. I feel like I'm coming out of just this complete fog of COVID, just like the 2 years of being home, just even being at the eye doctor today and talking to people, and the sun was shining and the mask mandate was lifted in our state. And so I feel like I'm coming out of this fog of being like in a fog for 2 years. So I'm so excited to get back in the basement and catch up on some of these channels. All right, this is Francis's channel. Oh yeah, I can make a custom URL. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna have to do that with this channel because I think my channel is still the mumbo jumbo. May baby here too. I'll be 31 on the 12th. Oh my gosh. We have a couple. Oh, where are all the May babies? We have a bunch here. A bunch. Oh, Terry, turning 60 in May. Don't even like makeup anymore since my friend Hope has rheumatoid arthritis, and sometimes her hands get so swollen. It's so hard for her to open bottles and things like that. Oh, and psoriasis. Oh, I'm sorry, hun. All right. You guys have been great here. Look at all these May birthdays. Jessica, May 27th. Does that make you all Tauruses, Geminis? Which is it? Which is it? My makeup does not look good. Here, the sun's coming down on me now. I might have to change angles here. We did this last week too. I should just go in a different room. I'm just such a creature of habit in here. Do you have an opinion on YouTubers not showing themselves in their videos or not? You know, it's so funny you say that, Cindy, because I was doing a ship and shop video the other day where I, ship my stuff in the morning and then I go thrifting. And usually I'm pulling my stuff in the morning when I look like a monster. So I don't like to show myself when I'm doing when I'm pulling my inventory. And I mentioned in my video, I made a comment about like not showing myself and just like talking, how nice it was. And there was a hugely successful YouTuber. Some people in the chat, I think, must know her. She was the New York thrifter. She had a really soothing voice and she was really, really knowledgeable, and she never showed her face. And I could not get enough of her channel. I loved her so much. I found her when I first started reselling, and I think I watched every single one of her videos. She never showed her face. I to this day have no idea what she looks like. She had like a little caricature, like a cartoon icon. And I think she moved to the UK and stopped doing videos. So she was really successful. Yeah, New York thrifter, never showed her face, and I loved her videos. That's just what I'm saying, Ashley. Yes, and look at everybody loves her. I miss the New York thrifter. I got so many comments on that video when I just made that one comment. I'm like, oh, I could get used to this. Maybe I'll just do videos and not show my face. Like I would put out so many more videos if I didn't have to put makeup on and get ready. Not that I have to put makeup on, but you know what I mean? Like I do like to look at all the love for New York thrifter. If only she knew how much we missed her. That would be so fantastic. But yeah, I loved her so much. So but she would do real deep dives into brands and stuff like that. So, she was fantastic. I feel like if you're somebody who wants to start a channel, it's up to you. It's really up to you. I mean, she was really special. You might be really special too, and you might be able to pull it off. I like a connection with people. I like to see people's faces no matter what. Aw, thank you, Cindy. That's so sweet. I think she was in the middle of adopting and didn't want to compromise the adoption process. Oh, is that why she didn't show her face, Ashley? That's fascinating. That makes sense. I can see that. Well, that's really interesting. It really worked for her. It really worked for her. She did like a series that I think would still be relevant today when she went really deep on different brands. And she would talk about like when they started, just the country of origin, the story, the diffusion line. She was really, really good. I really enjoyed her content. I would say if you're thinking about doing a YouTube channel, yes, we all loved her so much. I would just say do what feels good on you, what makes you feel comfortable, because I think the worst thing for people trying to be on YouTube, or first of all, people feeling like they have to be on YouTube to be successful as a reseller, because that is just so not true. I definitely get sales after showing them on YouTube. There's definitely, but I've been on YouTube now for over 3 years, so I've definitely built that up. However, I say this all the time. I probably spend, if I do 2 videos a week on my main channel, between filming and editing and answering comments, it's probably like 6 to 8 hours per video. If I spent that 12 to 16 hours on photographing in my reselling business, my reselling numbers would be much better, So I don't think you need to be on YouTube. I think it can be helpful, but I think if you want to start with Instagram, if you're nervous, but if you stay up at night thinking about YouTube, then I would just go for it. Just go for it and do what feels comfortable. And you can always delete it. You can always delete it later. I've chosen to leave my first video up there because I feel like it will give people hope. And my first few videos were just, you're finding your way. Even on this channel, I feel like a little bit of new channel jitters, I guess, just getting used to stuff and trying to find what is going to work for me over here. Because what was happening on Lori's Boston Found is, I love reselling. I do it because I love it. But I was finding that every time I would want to talk about something else, either the video would tank or I'd get a lot of thumbs down. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, talking about other things. And I know I have a loyal base that I think would support me on anything. But in general, I just didn't want to mess with what I had built over there. So I decided to come over here and could you guys see the lighting now? This is so bad. I'm going to walk with you. This is what we did last week, and we'll go sit with Lulu Marie. Maybe I'll sit over here. How bad is the sun over here, Lulu? Is it just as bad? You say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. She's sleepy today. Yeah, the lighting is terrible everywhere. And this room, I'll give you it's really great, but there's windows everywhere. So the lighting is just terrible. So we're going to walk. Where should we go? Maybe I'll just come in here in my, this is a little bit better. So yeah, I think you should just go for it. You can also make it private. If you wanted to start a new channel, you can always, I'm putting you on a napkin holder right now. Okay. How's that? We good? That's so much better without the light in my eyes. What does this say? Definitely have to just give it a try. I thought about it for over a year, but I really just wanted to share with others. It's fun. Yeah, I agree. I say go for it. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Are you going to be sadder if you make a video that you're not super proud of, or if you just never tried, You may try it and you may decide it's not for you. You may try it and just want to keep on going. I think what's important is you have to be willing to, I did several videos and, they were just my family and just my friends. But like you're saying, I just wanted to share. I'm a visual learner, and I learned so much about reselling from watching other YouTubers, and I enjoyed it. So I just thought I might contribute. And so, yeah, it was never why I got into reselling. It was kind of like a side thing. And now I enjoy it just as much. So now I kind of consider my business 50-50, 50% YouTube, 50% reselling. Lulu says hi. I love seeing Lulu Marie. I know. I love your little icon there with your little puppy, Angie. So cute. What kind of dog do you have, Angie? I know you've told me before. We love our puppies. Lulu, do not. This reminds me of when Lucky was alive, because he barked at everything. Lulu's not much of a barker. I'm sorry. Hold on. But let her out. Come on, Lou. Hold on. I don't know what you're barking at, young lady. Go. What's happening is we're having a relatively warm day. So a lot of the snow and ice is melting off of the roofs. And then we get these like this slide of snow that will come off and hit the ground. And I think that might be what is upsetting her. It's difficult to source here in the DMV. Prices at thrifts have been increased. Our bins are practically trash bins. Aw. I'd like to sell on Poshmark. Where are you selling now, Cindy? Poshmark is so easy, I think, as far as, getting up and running. He's a Bichon Cocker Lhasa mix. Aw. Did you lose him? I'm so sorry. You're saying he was. It's so hard. Oh yeah, this is a great thing. You guys should subscribe to Lisette's YouTube channel, and maybe she would do another video. Lisette and I met up at the bins a few months ago. You can all go watch my one video when I met up with Lori at the bins. I'm working on another. Keegan and I are doing a box swap. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. That's a really good idea too, Lisette. You bring up a good point. If somebody's on the fence, Rocco's home. If someone's on the fence about starting a channel and you have a friend, you guys could share content together just by doing box swaps or, doing some sort of a bins challenge or anything. And then that way, you can come say hi. Look at my boys home from Costa Rica. You have a Meme's banana bread?
I have Meme's banana bread.
Did you schedule your haircut?
If you don't respond.
I like it curly. I'm live with lots of friends.
Take a vote.
Oh, all right. Rocco wants to take a vote. Come in closer, Rocky. What do we think? Thumbs up if you like Rocco's hair. I shouldn't say that. What do you want? Thumbs up if you think he needs a haircut?
Well, I need a haircut. Out of the question. I don't like this.
This is the part I don't really. This part is getting a little out of control. Has anybody ever seen Caddyshack? Rocco works at a golf club and he went as Danny Noonan for Halloween. And I really feel like
no, it looks stupid right now.
I'm
cutting it. Just a matter of how short I cut it.
There you have
it. Do I get cleaned up or do I go short on the sides and back? That's what I'm asking.
Does he want? Okay, wait a second. Should he go clean cut or just like a little?
Like cleaned up.
Well, what's cleaned up mean?
Like. Same hairstyle, just shorter.
Oh, same hairstyle, just shorter. Now, I think you need to take some off of the sides. It looks a little like bozo. I love the long, just a trim. Let it grow. Yeah, don't cut it. Let's open one of those bottles behind you. Right? I know we're missing a couple in there. I know. That's like an IKEA little bottle thing. That was like $10 at IKEA. We bought 2 of them. So $20. We love that. We buy our bottles now based on whether or not they'll fit in that thing. Because some don't fit. Rocco, it looks like, Angie, I'm so sorry. Oh, 2011. Oh my gosh. I know. Pups are the best. Just a trim. Love the long curls. Just cleaned up. Get braids, Rocco. Trim it. Love it long. Just a trim.
What's the average age of that?
He wants to know what the average age of my viewers are. Why should that matter?
I mean, like 18 to 20-year-old girls have more of an effect.
He's saying that 18 to 20-year-old girls have more of an impact on him. Do any of you have daughters who want to weigh in? Rocco, but we have wisdom on our side. We have wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Diane, 65. My husband has curly hair. Always tell him curly hair boys are elite. And Lisette said, watch yourself, Rocco. Too old for you to take our advice. He's foolish not to take our advice.
Have you seen some of the 80s haircuts?
Well, we're not in the 80s anymore. We're not going to recommend your hair look like it be in the 80s, Rocco.
Well, Sam.
He's so fresh. Cindy has 5 daughters. All right, bring them on. Let us know. He's interested in that comment, Cindy. Oh, see, Frances is 19 and she's been watching since she was 17. All right, so Frances, you need to weigh in then. Come here, come see Frances. It's just her little picture right here. She has a YouTube channel. No. She's just a few away from 500. This is Frances. She's a cutie, Rocco.
The inverted.
Frances, what do you think? We need to hear what Frances thinks about Rocco's hair. We could do a little braid. So his friends on the lacrosse team, and they all cut their hair. They all did mullets.
Rock is so handsome.
Rock is so handsome. Oh, look at that, Rocky. We're still waiting for Cindy to weigh in. I mean, for Francis, our youngest is 18. He's 17. He's my baby.
I look
32, in love when my husband grows out his hair. Grow it out. I mean, I think generally people want. Francis says, I think it looks nice. So I think
That's
that
it.
he doesn't
No
like.
advice?
He wants advice, Francis. So I would say that Francis is probably going to say, leave it a little long, just shape it. I don't think she wants you to cut it too much. And she's 19.
I don't know. I might go short.
No mullets across the board, Rocco. That we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Right? No, they did mullets for the lacrosse team because they made like the finals or something. And so they did mullets
Hockey
and
team has it right now.
oh, the hockey team has it. And then they like
Get
cut
one
the
for
mullets
graduation.
after the grain. You are not getting one for graduation.
Tell your viewers that. We'll see what happens.
He's not. He's not. Next up, we're going to be talking about prom attire and all that fun stuff. So that's up. We're just waiting for Rocco to invite someone. None of my other kids come on YouTube like Rocco does. He's been
Because I
around
live
it
on
the longest.
That's because they all think I'm the best.
We need more Rocco and friend lives. Yes, Rocco, my ad revenue on your videos up to $90.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, so I have to cut them a check because I promised them all my ad revenue. Two youngest say grow it. My older one says clean cut. How old is your older one, Cindy? Keep it a little long, but keep the shape. He's so sweet.
Do we need like picture reference? Because
Oh my God, he's really taking this to the next level.
No, I've done this one like everything today. I don't know. I'm questioning it.
What did all the girls at school say?
I don't care about the girls' score now.
Well, if you have a picture of like that you're thinking of, I haven't seen you with short hair in so long, I wouldn't even know what to do. Let's see an old picture. We'll show it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is not why you guys came here.
This is exactly why they came.
I mean, mullets are never okay. No, I totally agree. Oh,
But-
Cindy's daughter's 28, the one who said clean cut.
I keep going.
All right, fine. I have like a pimple right here.
Like this.
Oh, I don't know. You look mean in this picture.
Well, that's not a good picture, but that's the length.
Picture. That's like long on top.
Like short on the sides, but let it like curl on the top.
Mm.
Like this, but I can't show that video.
You know, it's funny because when he started to grow his hair out, I was so against it. Next live, I want to know how you do your hair. Okay, we can do that. I'm just like, my hair dries naturally very frizzy. I'm a big curling iron person. I wish I wasn't.
I have a creepy picture too.
Yeah, I'm not showing that.
No, let's show it. Well, that's a middle finger. Are we that? Oh, here it is. Like this.
All right, show it.
It's still not a good picture.
They're going to want a little bit of length. I can tell you that right
Or do
now.
we go? Okay, that's option one. Keep that in mind.
Let me see.
We'll find option two.
Trying to roll my chair away. My niece says this is exactly why and is trying to roll my chair away from the keyboard. Exactly why what? Oh, this is the video with Rocco. When Rocco and his friends go to the bins, if you guys haven't seen that, they're very funny, I think. That looks good, Rocco. Alex is 27 and she says long on the top, short on the side.
That's what I was
Splurge
thinking
on a
about.
Buttercup. Hi, Heidi. Welcome, honey. My teens have hair like Rocco. I like the curls for sure. It's just out of control right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have the curls, you got to flaunt them a little bit, right? Because
Well, I shampooed. today,
my
and
son
that's stupid
Anthony's
looking.
hair is pin straight. Angelina
No,
has
he
nice
just keeps
wave.
it so you have to like let it sit. I'm trying to grow curls.
Yeah.
I shampooed this morning. That's why it's not that curly.
Oh, right.
tell the viewers that. Make sure it's a key point.
Anyways, bit sorry. Still waiting for you to list some of your American Girl dolls. Oh, Diane, I'm sorry. Who are you looking for? What are you looking for? Because I'm embarrassed. I got an American Girl doll order in the mail today. And I'm embarrassed that I still order this shit. But I'm going to show it to you. So they have like this limited edition. They just came out for the first time with a doll that it's the girl of the year, but they have like a little sister that goes with the doll of the year. So the doll of the year, her name is Corinne. I don't know what I'm doing with all these things. I'm going to end up selling everything. But this, are you still showing us your hair?
Yeah. Well, I'm really debating it. See, like that. That's pretty nice.
I feel like that's too short on the sides.
Well, that's.
So I think we're describing a mullet if we say shorter. But anyways,
No.
this is like the little sister. She just came in the mail today. This is Gwyn. She must probably stay in a box, but she's the girl of the year, little sister. It's the first time they've done this, so it's kind of collector. So let me know if there's anything. Diane, if you message me directly, I know that was one of my goals, is to list some stuff. I have so much I need to get rid of, like just an absurd amount. I think that when Rocco goes to college and they're not in the basement anymore, I can pull out all the collections. And I think I'm literally going to go like character by character, like look at all of Molly's stuff, look at all of Josefina's things, or Kit, and just go through, get rid of duplicates, Samantha, and just kind of say like, what do I need? I need nothing, but I kind of want to get rid of all the big, bulky, like the furniture. And unfortunately, that's kind of a pain to ship. So I think that that's why a lot of the stuff I'm just like, I don't feel like listing it. There are also Facebook marketplaces with American Girl fans, you know, and that's where a lot of these sales happen, is through Marketplace. So it's just, I just have not been in the mindset. But if you're looking for anything specific, Diane, just let me know. Rocco, we're still getting comments on your hair.
That's because that's the most important.
Short or shaved on the sides. Tracy, your profile picture reminds me of like Jennifer Aniston hair. I love it. Like the little side bang. So pretty. I like it long all around, just trimmed up a little where it's at now. Oh my gosh. Seriously? I could make a museum. Rocco now has me questioning whether I'm still young or not at age 30. Don't let him do that to you. You are definitely still young.
You're still young.
Even Rocco said. Rocco and his friends, every time they go to a restaurant, they leave their number. Every single restaurant they go to. I'm like, where did you come from, Rocco? And how do you sign all your notes?
We say you leave a good tip because I'm a nice guy.
They leave a good tip, and then they, what do you say, from the handsome one or the cute one?
From the cute one, because then when they text, they think they're texting the cute one. So no matter what, they're texting the right guy. Because it's not like they're reaching out and they're like, hey, can I have your friend's number?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, and they think it's the right guy already.
They leave it with every, and they say they don't discriminate. They leave it for men, for male waiters. They leave it for cute waitresses, from the cute one. One person texted him back and she said, I'm really flattered, but I have a boyfriend. Oh, your 27-year-old still collects Samantha stuff. Oh, wait a second. I didn't restyle. I had frizzy hair until I splurged on a dry bar Buttercup hair dryer. Oh, that's what you were saying, Buttercup. Never heard of that, Heidi. My hair is so frizzy. But I'll do it. I'll curl my hair on one of the shows. That would be fun. That'd be fun. You know, Courtney Common Tags, she does tutorials for me. She does the best beach waves. Sometimes I struggle with mine, but Save the American Girl. Honestly, Penny, I could have 100 granddaughters and have American Girl dolls for all of them. I definitely am going to save them for sure. I'm going to end up with like 7 grandsons. I know it.
No, she's not saving them.
And the kids want me to get rid of them. So I'll start getting rid of stuff. Yeah, the Samantha was the OG. So Samantha, Molly, and Kirsten were the first 3. Okay, the 19-year-old weighed in again, Rocco. Those pictures look clean, short on the sides, and curls sit on top. I think that's what he's going to do. Thank you, Francis.
That's what I was going to do. But then Beery, they all know.
I have an 18.
Beery said, I look stupid.
Oh my gosh. Well, Rock. Right, Lisa? I agree. This is too funny.
I'm torn.
Aw, Molly said, I'm so impressed with the teens of today. I think they're very respectful and sweet in general. Rocco's very sweet.
And respectful.
I'm just laughing at all these comments. Penny must. Somebody said an opinion, and then they're like, well, I'm 36, though, so we don't know if he'd like that. Yeah, I have a video. Do you guys know?
Opinions
Okay,
matter.
enough, Rock.
You just said You just tied me back into this.
Yes, American
Now you
Girl.
make me feel bad about
No, don't feel bad at all, honey. I think that the general consensus is nobody wants you to get a mullet. That we can all agree on. Young and old, no mullet.
Thanks.
And you look handsome if you like it long, but I think it's spring. It's a good time to get it short. A little bit shorter.
Thank you.
All right. He's good. Rocco is adorable. Oh, thank you, Lisa. What was I just going to say? Somebody made me think of something. Penny must. Oh, Diane said this. So of all the very first American Girl video that I did when I was talking about working at the store, and it was the very first one I ever did. That, like, every single month that shows up is like one of my most viewed videos. It's usually in the top 10 every month. And it's crazy to me because American Girl fans are crazy people in general, and I include myself in that category. But most of the videos that are out there are young girls, which makes sense because they're toys for children. So a lot of the videos are young girls. So I feel like I've done a couple, but that very first one that I did has gotten a lot of traction. So I think when I do go through the stuff, that's one of the reasons I want to go through collection by collection, because then I think I can really get into all the nitty gritty and, talk about some of the accessories and why they're worth money, why they're not worth money, or the changes that they made through the years. It's really interesting. It is a fascinating company. What else here? Switch spots. I know, right? My friend Tracy said that we can just switch spots because there's no need for me. They just want to talk to you.
Yeah, I know.
Sit in this.
You keep kicking me out, and they all want to help me.
They do want to help you, but I feel like they have helped you. I have frizzy hair. If it dries naturally, and I treated myself to a
Look at how
Dyson.
This is like prime
Rocco's hair. I look really good in this picture. I don't even want to show you guys because it's like thirst trapping.
Oh, what is that term? Thirst trapping. What is that? That's a good picture, honey. Show that. That was a good one. I think
it's a cringy picture. I shouldn't have saved it.
nobody cares. Nobody cares, honey. You look cute. I've never had an American Girl doll, but I read the books in the middle school because I loved the history. Thanks for visiting, Rocco. We really appreciated it. I agree. The books are so much fun. Actually, I had a friend. I'm trying to think of the friend. I've given away quite a few dolls, but one of my friends didn't have a doll when she was growing up. Like, parents couldn't afford it or didn't want to spend the money or whatever. So I gave her a doll, and she was like in her 30s, and it was so meaningful. We get so many women in their 30s who come in. Well, when I used to work at the store, American Girl was founded in 86. So you figure a lot of those girls from the 80s are now 30s and they're moms with little girls. So they were coming into the store, and it was so awesome to see the women come in the store who had dolls as children and just go through and reminisce about which one they had and why. And it's really nice. They are really like heirloom quality in the sense that, you buy Polly Pockets and so many toys. I mean, I can only speak from my own experience, but so many of the toys they just ended up at yard sales or donate piles, or I just didn't keep track of them because they didn't seem worth it. My daughter actually loved her Polly Pockets, so we saved those. But Legos for the boys we saved, and American Girl stuff. I mean, Little People. My daughter Angelina was obsessed with Little People, so I couldn't part with those either. But I do feel like you can hand these dolls down, which is really nice. They really don't necessarily lose a lot of their value. The trouble with American Girl now is, since it became a more mainstream, like when American Girl opened in Natick, it was 2008. That's the store that I worked in. That was like considered the Boston location. All the 18-inch dolls from Target and Walmart, they had just started to roll out. And I think what happens is a lot of little girls get the doll. Like, parents would come in and say, well, I don't want to spend the money on an American Girl doll, so I'm going to get her an Our Generation doll. And if she takes care of it, then I'll come back and get her an American Girl doll. Well, what happens is sometimes the girls will just age out before they would get their American Girl doll. So I think what has happened now is a lot of like the lower end dolls have taken a big part of the market. And some girls like never get their American Girl doll because they get a lot of the more affordable ones because they are very expensive. So I used to have parents come in who would say that they would like hide the catalog because they never wanted their daughter to see it because it was so expensive. So there, it is tricky. But the beautiful thing now is the resale value has definitely come down on a lot of the products. Certain stuff is crazy money. Like there was a witch costume at Halloween that I picked up, and it was like $30 because I have all the witch costumes, just like one of my things. Anyways, I think I sold it for like 130 or 140. For whatever reason, the company didn't make a lot of them. And it wasn't like my favorite witch costume. It was cute, but I had so many. I'm like, this is crazy. I could literally make almost $100 on this outfit. So I sold it. At the same time, I bought a unicorn outfit. And I thought the unicorn one was going to be the one that went through the roof because they'd never made one before. But the unicorn outfit is not worth anything. It's just basically worth what I paid. But that witch costume, because the supply chain was backed up, they didn't make a lot. That was like through the roof. So if you know the market, you can really make some money on stuff. I'm missing a lot of the conversation. I'm so sorry. I love that video, and I'm an adult collector. Yeah, I feel like I should do more. Oh, Molly, I'm going to tell him this. He does look like Timothy. That is Timothy Chalamet here. My daughter loves him. We saw that comment. Oh, I'm glad, Lisa. Yeah, some of the videos too, where I do talk about American Girl, I try to gear it towards resellers. If you come across stuff at the thrift store, like what's worth a lot and what's not. I don't know what that means. My 5-year-old daughter requests that we watch and rewatch your American Girl video. Oh my gosh. That is my favorite comment of the day. I'm her favorite YouTuber. Oh my gosh. That's so sweet. Oh, that makes me want to do more videos, Lauren. That actually makes me really happy because I didn't think that children would really like that video. I was kind of aiming it towards older collectors. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Who was harder to raise, Rocco or Lulu? Oh boy. I think Lulu is more high maintenance than Rocco. Rocco is so easy. He is so easy. My older two were a lot more high maintenance than Rocco. And they would admit that as well. Rocco's so easy to feed. He's just like, he needs a little push. He needs a little push now and then, he's really bright, but he's like really content to just chill. Oh, hey, Amanda, how are you? Happy to see you. I'm glad you caught a little bit. I don't know. I'm afraid to know what is it. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's probably something bad. If somebody wants to look this up, I don't know if we can talk about it here. Rocco. He's gone now. Rocco's a cutie. I found a white body Samantha. No way. So white body Samantha's, I'll talk a little bit about white bodies. If you've been following me, you've probably heard me talk about it before. But the first 3 dolls that American Girl made were Molly, Kirsten, and Samantha in 1986. They had white muslin bodies. And then, of course, like tan arms and legs made out of plastic. But their body was plush. So the 4th doll that the company made was Felicity Merriman. And Felicity was from the 1700s. And one of her dresses had like a square neck. So it was going to show some of her body. So they had to dye the torso to make it match the skin tone because the previous dolls were white bodies. So in the 1990, they started making the bodies tan so that if they had any dress or shirt that was an open collar, you wouldn't see white. It would match their skin. So that's why they changed the white body. So if you ever find an American Girl doll who has a white body, it means she's pre-1990, pre-Mattel. Mattel bought American Girl in 2000, I believe. So it's now owned by Mattel. They bought out the Pleasant Company. But yeah, that's why white bodies are pretty valuable because they were the early dolls. And that's a way to identify the age of a doll is the color of the torso. So, but they did have some transitional dolls where they would have parts because, the dolls are sold in parts. And when I worked at the store for a while, I worked in sales in the historical department. Then I left and I sold on eBay for a while. Then I came back and I worked events. And I also worked in the doll hair salon, which was a complete trip. Like it was really fun to work in the hair salon, but we also had to do ear piercing on the dolls. And so this is really funny. Oh, Lulu has to pee. So we used to have to practice on the dolls. So what would happen is, if you guys are familiar with the company, if something happens to your doll, you can send it to the doll hospital and it goes to the company. It comes back to you in a box with a get well soon card. And the doll has like a Johnny on a gown, and they have like a little bracelet, balloons, all these different things. So they get sent to the doll hospital, and then they come back and they're like brand new, whatever the parents pay for. So in training at American Girl, they would send all the stores boxes and boxes of heads that girls had sent into the doll hospital. So they would replace the head. So they would take off the head that had like the lipstick on the cheeks and like, Sharpie marker on the face, and the hair was all jacked up. They would take those, they'd put them in boxes, and they would send them to us for training. So we would train. We had a drill bit in the back room. So we would be out front with the little girl, and we'd say, all right, we're going to bring her out back, and we'll let you know, it won't hurt her a bit. We're really quick, and we would put we would go and we would drill a hole in their ear. So we would have the doll and we had these 3 drills. No, I think there were only 2 drills that like hung, and where there were 2 stations in the back room. And we would literally, you turned the doll on the side, and you would like line it up, and you would like drill a hole. And then we had like these little, containers full of the earrings, and you'd put the earrings in, and you'd come out and be like, oh, she didn't cry at all. She did such a good job. And she'd have her earrings, and the little girl would be so excited. But when we trained, we literally had boxes and they were like scary heads. They were like, remember Toy Story, the scary neighbor, when he like does like the spider robot thing, and he has like the head, like the doll with all the hair. Like that's what they looked like. Oh my God. And then we would do like nose rings, and we did all sorts of fun things with the dolls back. We would do dolls, and we would do earrings like all along and make them look, oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We would laugh. But yeah, that's a true story. That's how we did training in the doll hair salon. A thirst trap is the most formal of definitions. It's a sexy or flirty photo meant to elicit a viewer's attention. Is that what he just called that picture? A thirst trap? That's hysterical, Diane. Thank you. What is the Wikipedia definition? A sexy picture that would make people want you. Oh my God, Rocco Tata. What am I going to do with him? Diane, I'm glad you liked this kind a video. Lisa, you scored on some American Girl stuff. You were messaging me about some of it. You found some great pieces. I remember. I'm trying to keep it PG. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Oh, she said, when you show a photo to entice someone. Okay, we'll keep it at that. I see where you're going with this. I still have my dolls, and I sent them to the doll hospital a few years ago. Now I am saving them for my daughter. Oh, and your baby is so adorable. I love when you post pictures of her. She's so cute. Who do you have? I'm curious. If you have an American Girl doll, feel free to leave it in the chat and let me know who your favorite is. My favorites change all the time. But yeah, it was a really fun to work there. It really, really was. And I'm still very close to a lot of the people who I worked with. And actually, some of them are now resellers. So it was funny when my worlds collided. And every year I go to, there's a local shop that has a big American Girl sale, a consignment store. They've toned it down a bit since the pandemic, but they used to, oh my God, there used to be a line out the door. It was crazy. I remember in her early days, she would do $20,000 in one day, sell it, and she would prep for months. She would set up her basement of the consignment store, and it was all like a museum. And she would group all the American Girl dolls together. She would hang the accessories. She would shrink wrap stuff. She did such a good job. And she hired me to come in, and I would go in and do all of their hair for the display. And it was just such a production. She did such a great job with it. I feel like American Girls lost a little bit of the of its. I think electronic games have just become more and more what kids play with, sadly. Okay, here we go. I had Felicity's Samantha doll, but I had every piece of Samantha's set, birthday, holiday, school, everything. Oh, I die a little inside. Think, oh, you don't have it all now. I know. So valuable, their stuff. So American Girl also made a transition, and I remember like having conversations with my boss about it. They just stopped doing the really robust collections. Like if you had Samantha, oh gosh, I'm going to fall over. If you had Samantha, Molly, or Kirsten, Felicity, those early dolls, their collections were so detailed and elaborate. They had just so many pieces. And then in the later years, they were just like rolling out more dolls and more dolls. And it would always be about the new doll. And I'd say like, why are we discontinuing the school set? Like they got rid of all the desks and they got rid of like the bedside table. All the dolls had a bedside table. And I said, why is the company doing this? Like, why are they not going deeper into one line? And she said, because the dolls are what sell. So like they found out that they were more profitable to, and this may have changed. And again, if any of the American Girl police are out there, don't quote me. Because people know their American Girl stuff. So, but people would just, the idea was that little girls were just more interested in what the new doll was going to be. So they had smaller collections. So if you have one of the older collections that just has like really robust things, it's just, those are my favorite. I love them. Felicity's tea set is so nice as well. A huge collection. Yeah. Nostalgia is so awesome. I had a Penny Bright doll as a child and recently searched the internet to find one new in box. Imagine the little girls of today someday trying to find their old AG doll. Yeah, absolutely. I was Cabbage Patch Kid generation. My newest doll is Z Yang, but my favorite is Mary Ellen. I love Z Yang. Z Yang was developed. Z was a doll that they did like claymation with on, I think it might have been Instagram or YouTube. And she became so popular. She was originally like a Truly Me doll that they kind of gave this persona to. So she didn't originate as like a character. She was kind of born out of what they were doing with their stop animation online. And she was really hipster. I think, was her story based in Seattle? She's very cool. I have her too. I love Z Yang, I should say. Oops, am I missing these? Oh, Kirsten from 1987. That's a good one, Heidi. If you got her in 87, Kirsten's beautiful. She's pretty hot right now. Kirsten's one of the dolls that a lot of the collectors are going for. In the box. You didn't let her take it out of the box, Heidi? Or you just still have the box? Wow. I want pictures. Send me pictures of her. Or does your daughter have her? She's probably not there. You should try Built Bars. Oh, are we talking about food, Built Bars? We've talked about, I don't know if I've ever had those, Taylor. I'll write those down. I would love to try those. Table, trunk, desk, bed, but I had their china set, birthday, comforter, all that. You might be able to replace some of that if you want to like take a dive and search the internet. Yay, congrats, sale on eBay. I don't think I've had a single sale all day. That's because I'm chatting with you guys and not listening. This is making me want to build the collection back up. Yes. If you need anything, I have a lot of odds and ends for Samantha because I just, what happens with me is I'll buy lots on like Craigslist or whatever, and I'll take what I want. Like one of the things I was looking for forever was a waffle set from Kit Kittredge's collection. And you couldn't find it anywhere. It was like $100 and it was just ridiculous. And it was just like this little metal, like waffle thing with like a little enamel decorative thing on top. Looked everywhere for it, but I finally found it, but it was part of a lot. So I probably paid $150 for the lot, took out the few pieces that I didn't have, and then I would sell off the rest. That's how I built a lot of my collection. I'd make my money back and then get the pieces that I wanted. Yes, we have another YouTube channel to follow. We have so many creative people here. I love it. A 4-item bundle today. That's awesome, Andrea. That's so good. I haven't, my phone's attached in the other room. So Oh, Tracy, the Kaya outfits. That was Lauren's last AG doll before she aged out. Aw. Kaya was so special. My daughter Angelina loved Kaya because I think she loved all the animals more than anything. So Kaya was from the Nez Perce tribe. And she was a really special doll. She was the only doll, and this was like part of when I would give tours at the store. We would always say that Kaya was the only doll who you didn't see her teeth. Like, see, this is like a welly wisher. This is a new line of American Girl dolls. But here you just see like just a little bit of her teeth. Kaya's lips were closed because in her tribe, it was a sign of disrespect to show your teeth. You were supposed to be more like just so she was the only doll. She had a special face mold because they wanted to be true to her story, and she didn't show her teeth. So that was always part of my my tour. When we would have like Girl Scout troops come through the store, we would look at Kaya's display and ask the girls like what was different about Kaya and why. And that was our little trivia for Kaya. But her set was really beautiful. Do you remember the teepee that they had for Kaya? That thing fell apart like crazy, but the kids loved it. Kaya was great. Oh, and this is Heidi's channel. Yes, Heidi Restyle Secrets is fantastic. I definitely want to have some of you guys on this live as well. I had a Buy Felicia sale this morning. 570 days. Buy Felicia. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, we need to bring Buy Felicia back. I loved it. Actually recording my February sales video. Best month I've had so far. I know the Poshmark drama. That's fantastic. Lulu's thirsty. I have to give her water now. You know, it's been a long time. Oh my gosh, her whole thing is empty. Yeah, how did everybody do with the Poshmark drama? I mean, I feel like every site has drama now and then, right? You just kind of have to weather the storm and get through. And I definitely think that the one thing you can always count on with online selling is change. Styles are going to change. Policies are going to change. What's selling is going to change, right? So like we have to be really, we need to be able to kind of tuck and roll. Sorry, I'm feeding the dog now. You hungry? Jay's in the office today. He's working now on Wednesdays. It's so weird to have the house quiet. So I'm glad you had a good sales. My February was also my best sales since last April or something. It had been like my best sales month in 10 months because, you know, I was not thrifting as much and I was just listing and selling. But I'll be honest, I was really nervous. I wasn't sure that my month was going to be so profitable because I felt like I was pulling items that weren't as desirable because they ended up in my death pile. You know what I mean? So I was nervous because last February wasn't as good as this February. I think I pushed a lot harder this year. I think last year I was so overwhelmed because that's when I introduced my tote scan system. And I was literally like tote scanning every single piece of my inventory. And that just took up so much time that I didn't have as much time to list or really focus on moving stuff. But this year I really focused. So yeah. I loved Buy Felicia video. Should I bring it back? You guys know why I stopped doing Buy Felicia. Somebody got upset with me in the comments on YouTube and said that it wasn't appropriate for me to use that term, to use the term Buy Felicia. This is my most thumbs down video to date, is that video where I stopped doing Buy Felicia. Fun fact. But everybody was really supportive of me in the comments. But I want to start a YouTube channel, but I do reselling part-time and I don't have many sales. I buy a lot, but no sales. Aw, why do you think? So what do you guys think contribute to low sales? A lot of things can contribute. I wonder, you know, is it the way you're taking pictures? Is it your pricing? Is it what you're picking up? It can be so many things. Or is it just like a tough week? Is it the platform? I don't know. It does take a bit to like gain momentum and kind of build up your closet. Like I got all excited to start on Depop. I only have like 25, 30 items over there. Not one thing has sold. It's only been like a week, but it definitely does take time to get into the groove of things. So it can be frustrating. It did affect me. I had no sales days during it on Posh, which isn't normal for me. I did too. I had 2 no sales days, which was crazy. One of the reasons it was so good was because I challenged myself to do 15 new listings a day. Wow. Did you do it? 15 a day? That's a lot. I wanted to do 11 a day in the month of February, and I averaged 7. I did 16 listings yesterday and the day before, and I felt like I needed a nap after 16. So 15 a day all month long is a lot. Let me see, my Poshmark was 28 per sales. It used to be 5%. Wow, Heidi, that's impressive. That's a real big jump. Why do you think, Heidi? What did you do differently in February? Did you implement anything new? I feel like if your sales jump like that, knowing you, I feel like you must have done something different. Lorraine, I think it was because it was from a movie, and it was I think it was a racial thing, that it was not my dialect. It was from a movie that was not of my culture, and I shouldn't be using the term. So I don't know. I had a lot of people in the comments who were very supportive, but it just wasn't worth it for me to have any shade on my channel, although that was like such a fun thing for us. But you can go back and watch the video. It was a sales video. I don't think I titled it like why I'm not saying bye Felicia anymore, but I got some flack for it. I found when I started full-time, inconsistent. Yeah, just like consistently listing, it makes a difference. I've started to revamp my titles. That's a good idea. Too many repetitive words. I thought about what I wanted to see as a buyer. You guys, this is something that I was thinking about doing on my lives, but I'm very sensitive to not wanting to hurt anyone's feelings or whatever. But I was thinking if people wanted to, like, we could pull a closet up and we could talk about, ways to improve, like just keeping it really positive and constructive. If people wanted to volunteer, I used to do closet consultations, and I found that I was just saying the same thing to everybody, and it was a lot of money for the person to do a one-on-one, and I just didn't have the time to put aside to do them. And I thought, gosh, if I had all these people in one room and we could talk about this, it would save them a lot of money. It would save me a lot of time. And then we would actually get feedback from one another instead of just hearing it from me. So I've given some thought to, if people wanted to volunteer to, I could open their closet and we could kind of go through and give some positive, constructive stuff. Listed, I had great improvement in sales. Yeah, listing makes a huge difference. I feel like it's very brand driven. If not a brand, it has to be style. Yeah, I do agree with that. It has to be one or the other. Some people buy mostly based on brand, others on style. I do a little combination of two, but it's gotta be something that people are actually looking for, something that somebody would actually bother to type in to look for. Took me like a month to sell something on Depop with 100 items listed. It moves slowly, but it's so fun to source for Depop. I agree, Angie. I've been having so much fun. But in my Thrift With Me today, I showed a couple, maybe just one in particular I'm thinking of, a piece that I was like, this would be fun for Depop. But it was like $8. And I feel like I've been buying a lot for Depop, and I just have to chill and just see how it does. And one of the real common comments that I got on that video for Depop was a lot of people said that they just list everything. They said, I tried to curate it at the beginning, and now I just cross-post everything to Depop, which I thought was really interesting, because in my mindset, I was always like, oh, it's what's trendy. It's like cool vintage pieces. But people say that they put everything over there. I'm definitely still learning. I shoot for 5 listings with good quality items. That's a good goal. I think 5 listings a day is very respectable. Short, like 3 days, but the rest I was able to. But I don't have a death pile. I have a death planet. I want to steal that term. Did you guys see on my stories today? There was somebody who I met at the bins. Her name is Lauren. She's really sweet. And she tagged me in her thing, which I shared to my story. She was really sweet about, like, we met each other at the bins, and she was talking about Thriftless February, and she said she traveled, she'd do Thriftless February, but she wanted to call this month Make Money March. And I thought that was so cute. So she's like, I'm starting the hashtag Make Money March, which I thought was really cute. And a death planet is really funny. I like that. Double my closet size if I listed my death mountain. Yeah, you have a baby though too. You have to cut yourself some slack. I cannot imagine doing this job the way that I do it now. On one hand, I feel like, oh my gosh, where was reselling when my kids were babies? Because I would have loved this, loved to not have to do retail and work nights and weekends and just like be able to do this. But at the same time, it would have been such a juggling act. Like, I am so impressed with the moms who do this and do it well. I listed things there and shared my crap 3 to 4 times a day. Oh, that's how you increased your sales? That'll do it. You heard it here first. List your stuff and share your crap 3 to 4 times a day, and you will increase your sales on Poshmark. Thank you, Heidi. I have been taking a lot of notes on this video to look up later. Oh, good. That's good. I never know. I didn't really have too much of a plan aside of like sharing makeup with you, but it always comes back to reselling, which I'm okay with. Like, I love it, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit over here. So I don't want to like always talk about reselling over here, but if you're here for it, I'm here for it. I also look at your closet and get ideas from your listings. Oh, that scares me. I hope they're okay. I still do that. I was just talking to my friends about Depop because I don't know if you guys know Jenna for Empty Hanger. She's somebody who I've always respected and always I feel like she's always a little bit ahead of trends, and she's a great business person, and I've always loved her model. So anyways, she's big into Depop now. So I was doing the same thing. I was on Jenna's Depop page and like, oh my gosh, oh, she picked that up. Oh, she priced that at that. Oh, this is so interesting. Like, I was so inspired by Jenna's, by her Depop because she's a cool gal. I had fun with it. I tried Depop a year ago, but it was, the 4 photo limit. I mean, I think it's like a blessing and a curse. Sometimes the simplicity of things makes it easier because I feel like the clientele over there, they're used to the 4 pictures. I mean, unless it became an issue with returns because you weren't able to showcase stuff. The other thing you could do is if you're trying to merge pictures together, I use this app on Instagram. It's called Layout. I think it might be owned by Instagram. I don't know. It's just called Layout. And so, if you have like a maxi dress, like front and back view, you can tap on how many pictures you want in the layout. So sometimes if I'm limited on how many pictures I can do, it's kind of like a collage basically, but usually I just split it in half. Sometimes I can fit 3, but that's can be helpful if you need to get more pictures in. As tribute. Volunteer as tribute. I have tough skin. For the closet consultation? Is that what you mean? You have thick skin for that? Okay. If that's what we're talking about. Yeah, let me know. We could do that. I met El Ducho at the bins and she was the one to push me to start my channel. Oh, that's great. That's so sweet. That sometimes you just need that push and someone to just say, what are you waiting for? I say if it keeps you up at night, whatever it is, whether it's YouTube or, starting a cake decorating business or whatever it is, if it's keeping you up at night and you're thinking about it, just do it. You just really never know what might happen. I think that's great. Why are you raising your hand now, Heidi? I'm missing. I'm like behind. Work through it. 16 of my 36 sales in February from my death pile. Oh, that's a good stat. Yeah, I had a few that I was like, I can't believe that $300 sale that I just had, that vintage Dynasty jacket with all the beading on it. It wasn't yet, I don't think I would call it my death pile, but I had it for a couple months. I don't know when it becomes part of your death pile. Lulu's in the trash. I hear her right now. Did I skip something? Oh, I know. It's like that one thing, like it just takes one person I just didn't want to offend anyone, Lisette. I didn't think it was worth it, but now it's been a while. And I swear like the people had spoken in that video. Like I actually felt weird that I even made an issue out of it. Like my husband's like, delete the comment and move on. I'm like, really? But what if I'm offending other people? If I'm offending one person, I'm probably offending somebody else. He's like, I don't know, do what you think is right. But he's like, I would just delete it and keep doing it. That was the advice I got from a lot of people. But And then I had kind of committed to not doing it. So then I couldn't go back, but I miss it. Maybe we can bring her back. We can bring Felicia back. That's why she did the 15-day challenge. That's awesome. Need a bot to refresh it. Ooh, I wonder if Posher VA. No, Posher VA is just Posh, right? All right. A beginner's video would be awesome. Okay. Attorney. Oh gosh, you are a busy woman, honey. And a baby. Honestly. Yes, Heidi. Share. Yes. I have stayed with detailed titles because I suspect that many of my buyers are coming from Google. Many of them haven't. Okay. So this is a really good comment, Aylin. There was like all that talk about, make all your titles 4 words. Some people were like redoing their entire closets. And I was like, whoa, like, I mean, maybe I was going to miss out, but I was like, I am not like jumping through these hoops right now. I have too many listings to do that. But I tested the waters and like, I think I changed 5 titles and I'm like, nah, I'm not seeing any change, any difference. Then somebody messaged me. I don't know if you're in this chat, but they sent me a DM and they said, I have a second channel. I have a second closet on Poshmark and it's newer. It was kind of like a little baby channel. And on that, in that closet, the 3-word titles were really working. They were being shown at the top of the feed and whatnot. But on her existing closet, this was like a great case study, I thought. In her existing closet, where she was an established seller for Poshmark, the listings were the detailed listings were popping up. So her theory, and maybe this is old news, but her theory was that if you were new on Poshmark and you didn't know about SEO and descriptive titles and whatnot, Poshmark was trying to give the new Poshers a break by favoring those short titles. That was what was being recommended, assuming that new people on Poshmark didn't know so much about how to be a reseller, that these were just people that going into their closet, why am I not selling stuff? Because I'm selling a red dress. So why is that not showing up? So she was saying that it was very different how each of her closets was performing during that time, because her newer closet, the shorter titles were being favored, but in her established closet, the more detailed SEO keyword positive listings were being favored. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Did you guys find that too? Lulu's getting restless. I'm going to say we'll wrap this up at 5 o'clock. Okay. So a little less than 15 minutes. Share. Okay. I'm way behind on comments now. I did try making collages. Oh, waste of time. Oh, yeah. I can see that. I haven't listed any new items since before Christmas. Back on Posher VA. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back. One of my very close friends has vertigo, and she went through such a hard time, Ashley. I'm happy that you're finally feeling better. Jenna is busy with other things. I know. I miss Jenna. She's great. She's like Amazon queen now. Team J on this one. I missed something. I definitely missed something. Insta Live. I think you guys might be talking about Jenna. My new strategy is to copy, delete listings and actually raise the price. If all the likers didn't accept my offers, I don't mind deleting and reposting. One of my biggest pet peeves. What are you doing, Lulu? In or out, love? In or out? One of my biggest pet peeves on Poshmark is when you send an offer, and like sometimes I'll send an offer with $5.95 shipping or $4.95, $4.99, and then, or it's been 3 months, and then I send an offer and it shows up. There's like a slew of all previous offers, and it shows up that, I had sent them a lower offer 3 months before, and now my offer is like $10 higher. It's like, it's embarrassing. That's when I delete. I'm like, oh my gosh, this listing has to be put to rest. And then I'll delist and relist on Vendu. And yeah. What did I miss here? A lot of known resellers were doing double listings with their old titles and the short ones. Like, yeah. Okay, people are saying another vote for a beginner's video or two. You mean like here on a live, or you just want me to do one on Lori's Boston Found? Let me know. I feel like I missed something. I was talking about doing like a closet consultation live here, and we could kind of go through some steps. But I'd be happy if you're interested in a beginner's video, or I'm assuming for Poshmark, just leave in the comments the type of things that you would want me to cover. Because I feel like over the years, I have a series called From the Store to Your Door on my other channel. And I go through every step of what I do for thrifting. And I feel like it's a good like beginner's guide to how I, you know, from the time I go out and I start sourcing to the time, you know, how I process things. And obviously things have probably changed. I should probably update that series or just do a video called From the Store to Your Door and cover all the bases. Maybe I'll do that for beginners. That might be a good one. All right. Do you want to do a closet consultation? We could do that. Heidi, maybe you could be I could have you be a guest and you could share your closet and we could talk it out. That would be really fun. That would be fun, Heidi. We'll talk about that. Another vote for beginners. All the tips like reduce shipping, what and how. Okay, sure thing. I know, I feel like sometimes as experienced resellers, we kind of forget what it's like to just be starting, you know, and I know there's a lot of turnover with reselling. So some people are maybe just finding my channel or just starting on Poshmark or whatever. So it's always good to kind of go back. You know, when I first started, I remember just watching so many videos that were all about sharing strategies and bundling strategies and a lot of talk about strategies. And I feel like those videos, you don't see as many anymore. And I kind of, to be honest, got a little bit away from doing a lot of like the educational videos per se, because I don't know. Sometimes I worry. I don't like to get too preachy and say like, this is how you should do it. This is how I do it, because I experienced consuming content from creators who would say, do this, don't do that. This works, that doesn't work. Buy this, don't buy that. And it's just not my style whatsoever. And so I'm always very cautious to say, like, to tell people what to do, because, you know, even things sell for people that, you know, I think that's kind of common that there are things that sell for certain people and not for others. So I'm a little weary sometimes with that stuff, but no, we could definitely do something for beginners. Is the copy relist feature on Poshmark effective every 60 or 90 days? I haven't found a clear-cut answer. My understanding is 60 days, but I'm not positive. If anybody else knows, I think it's 60. Heidi, I haven't started dinner at all. It's 5 o'clock. There is no dinner. There is no dinner. I'm going to be having that bag of palmini. You missed that earlier. I think I'm going to be making Rocco pasta, and then I'll do the palmini for myself and dice up some veggies. I haven't had my smoothie today, my fruit smoothie. So for dinner, I have a feeling I'm going to make pasta for Rocco because Jay's working. So he's probably going to eat out in Boston or at the office or on his way home. So I think I'll probably make Rocco pasta, and I'll make the palmini for myself with sauce and Parmesan cheese. And then tonight I'll have my smoothie as like a snack because I haven't had my smoothie yet today. 60 days. Okay, good. Welcome to the gray area. That's me. We have a little inside joke, Heidi and I, and a couple of my friends, that I'm just not a black and white person at all. And so I live my life in the gray area. And I think it drives certain people crazy. Hi, Dawn. How are you? I just am. I'm the middle of the road kind of girl. I am passionate about certain things. 60 days for it to show up as just in. Fun fact though, yes, that is true, Angie, as far as I know. I will say, oh, Lisette, thank you. I have my little buy me a coffee thing. I know that's like that's a fun thing. Somebody bought me my first cup of coffee. Somebody bought me 3 coffees. I have to thank them. And it just showed up as an email. I hadn't seen it before, but I thought that was really sweet. I just added that to this. So thank you. Thank you, Lisette. That's so sweet of you to put that up there. Does anyone know if the copy relist counts as a new listing for Ambassador 2? As far as I know, Ambassador 2 doesn't mean anything, but I don't know. I have it. I haven't seen any changes. Cooking videos. Yes, that's got to be something. I was just going to say something before. Oh, Vendu. Not to like, because I know like I work with Vendu, but they have a relist delist feature, and it actually ends the listing and relists it. So even if you just listed it 2 weeks ago and you do the delist relist, it shows up as just in. It's not like a copy paste. So it's not a copy share thing. So whether it's 2 days or 60 days, if you delist and relist with the Vendu feature, it shows up as new. I do know that. Maybe that's what I'll do next week. Maybe we'll cook next week, or I will just, I don't know if cooking live would be good. We'll think about it. Do we want to do closet consultations next week or cooking? Let me know. That's how we'll wrap things up, because it's good for me to have direction. Otherwise, I will just talk aimlessly every week. How can we compensate? I'm in the gray area with you, Lori. It should just be a coffee maker fund. Yes, buy me a coffee or help subsidize the cost of my espresso machine. I suggest coffee. Coffee's always nice. Yeah, the buy me a coffee thing is just a way, it's like a tip, basically. You guys don't have to do that. That's not, honestly, just being here right now and chatting with me is really fun. And this helps me get hours. I'm at like 1.5 thousand hours, watch hours so far on my new channel, and I'm over 1,000 subs. So once I get to 4,000, this channel will get monetized. So you guys don't have to buy me anything. That's just sweet that you're here. I would love to. Okay, I will definitely do more WW over here. You guys, I have like the worst memory ever. So I'll probably go back and try to look through the comments here, but DM me as well. Let me know you were here in the chat. DM me and just give your vote for what you want to talk about. And I keep a notebook so that this, next week, and I might try to do next Thursday. If I end up driving Angie to the Poconos on Monday, I'm definitely going to be like, I'm going to be playing catch up all week. So maybe next week I'll do Thursday. I liked your grocery haul. I think it was stuff from Aldi. Yes, I enjoyed that. I need to watch it again and write it all down. Oh, great. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That was impromptu. I was not planning on doing a grocery haul. But then when I came home, I like decided on my ride home I was going to do that. Yeah, community shares. Yeah. That was community shares are weird. Cooking, you like cooking, closet. Okay, we're going to have to do both here. I'll keep sharing, keep my status. Lisette shares my closet all the time. She's the sweetest. Start a quick recipe that you can throw in an Instant Pot while it's cooking, and you can show someone's closet. Diane, that is great. I love it. I do a lot of soup, so I feel like a soup would be a really fun thing to share. What did I do this week? I did like grilled chicken salads. I love doing chili. Instapot's a good idea. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit of both, because I mean, let's face it, my minimum time over here has been like an hour and a half. So if we do another 2 hours, then just don't film in Aldi. Oh my gosh, she came at me. Okay. Yeah, they did not want me filming at Aldi for sure. All right. Well, you guys gave me some fantastic ideas. I just shared 2 things from each new person that shares something from me. I figure I'll get enough shares by the time Poshmark Ambassador 7 is out. That's a good strategy. You guys are not missing anything. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they favor us somehow in the algorithm. I really have not seen it though. I haven't. I can relate to your channel so much. Thank you for all of your hard efforts and time spent. I live in Rhode Island. Oh, fun. Hi, Linda. That is great. I've been wanting to do like a local meetup. I was kind of hoping Lisette would plan it and I could just show up because I'm terrible. And I know Lisette has some other things going on, but we do need to plan something. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks, kids, for fun break. Thanks for being here, Heidi. I appreciate it. I have Fascia Blaster too. I see no chains. Yeah, similar here. So thank you guys all so much for being here for another live. I love our little group over here, A Time with Tata. And so I think I'm going to kind of stay on this schedule where I do one live a week over here and then one pre-recorded video. And then, yeah, I think that works. And then 2 on my main channel. That's like 4 videos a week, but only 3 that I have to edit because the lives are just fun. And it's so nice to get to know people. And that was the whole purpose of this. So thank you guys so much for being here. And if you have any parting questions or anything like that, let me know as we're heading out. And don't forget to DM me some ideas and I will jot them down. But yeah, now I have either cooking or closet consultation for next week. And I'll tell you right now, this is what will happen. I'm either going to be prepared and have the groceries in the house and do some sort of a cooking thing, or I'm going to not have anything in the house and we're going to go right to closet consultations and we can share. I'll have to figure out how to like share the screen or that sort of thing. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in StreamYard or if I'll be able to, I'll have to figure something out. So I think that would be really fun. And even if your closet is not featured, I think we'll all still learn from the comments that are being made on other, and I can use my closet too, like just as you guys can give me some feedback as well. I just think it'll be a nice thing to do. And it will be free. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all. Thanks so much. It was great chatting with you. Oh, yes. And remember to go sub at the Cozy Shire and Heidi's and Gloss and Shine. This is where I'm awful. All right. If you guys go back in the comments, Lisette shared all of Tommy, you're back. You can do it in StreamYard. Have you been here all along, Tommy? You're such a sweetheart. I can do it in StreamYard. Okay, Tommy, I might DM you for some help. Or I'll just have to like figure it out. We thought Tommy left when we started talking about foundation. All right, everybody. Hey, Lisette. Oh, Tommy, you're a sweetheart. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. Tommy, by the way, the Tommy Bernard podcast, let's feature his channel. He does a live broadcast with Tracy. They are so much fun. They're primarily eBay sellers, and there's always like, they're a little edgy. You never know what's going to go on their channel. I've been on Tommy's channel before, and my friends have been, and they are awesome people in the community. So definitely check out the Tommy Bernard podcast as well. Sub to Tommy's channel as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.